What's up, everyone? Josh from Miho here. I hope everybody's doing good and well and stuff. I got an album review to do for you, and I'm going to show it to you right now. This is the debut album from the band Euphoric Defilement entitled Ascending to the Worms. This is released on Unique Leader Records. Now, if you're not too familiar with this band, they're based out of Los Angeles, California, and the best way to describe the sound of this band would be a very apocalyptic themed, sci-fi themed kind of brutal death metal. I first heard of this band a couple of years ago by way of a YouTube comment that I got. I don't remember which video specifically, but it was a comment amongst the lines of, "You should check out our 2011 promo." And back then, I didn't know who Euphoric Defilement was. But then, when I found out that this was a Unique Leader Records band, I decided to give their 2011 promo a listen. And holy shit, I was very impressed by this. I was very impressed by the musical structuring, the vocals, the guitar work, just the overall ebb and flow of musicianship that goes on with this band. I was really, really digging it. And now, when I found out there was going to be a new album, I got one of Euphoric Defilement got a hold of me and wanted to know if I could talk about it. So, before I get into the review, thank you, Juan, for giving me the opportunity to listen to this. I really appreciate it. So yeah, we now have the very first full-length album from Euphoric Defilement entitled Ascending to the Worms. It's 11 tracks, and it runs around 36.5 minutes. And with this album, you're going to get a lot more intelligence and depth than what you would expect on a typical kind of brutal death metal record. There is going to be a lot of structuring and really solid musicianship that goes on with this album. And from the minute you get past the piano keys on the quietest intro, you get thrown right into the slams with To Postulate, Unconditional, Perversions, and from then on there, it is just straight up sickness. There is some incredible musicianship going on with this record, and it's mainly evidented throughout the guitar. The guitar is very unique. I love the way the riffs sound. The riffs are very heavy, very catchy, very punishing. There's a lot of slam and groove orientation going on in some instances. I want to say on tracks like Rending Shades of Deformity and Dysfunction, there's some really awesome riff work going on with that with those songs. Very memorable. It makes your head nod. It makes you bang your head. Even to the slower, almost slam-inspired kind of moments that appear on this album, there are some punishing moments on this album that really, really make you want to get into that mosh pit and just tear something up. It's that entertaining. The bass work is incredibly clear, very audible, very crisp. I love the way that it sounds. It has a really good, crystal clear kind of tone. Not glossy, but still it's something you can totally appreciate. And there's an instrumental track on here called A Peaceful Descent. That's where you pick up a little bit of that apocalyptic sci-fi vibe going on, because it's very calm, very celestial in a way. But you hear the bass work being done on that track, and it just sounds phenomenal. It sounds very phenomenal. There's a lot of good, solid songwriting going on there. And the bass is another well-included element of this record. The drums on this album have a very good, natural tone to them. Really good double bass, nice, solid blast beats, even to the slower, crushing moments on here. There's some good drum work going on, very well laid out, very well organized. It has a good natural vibe and flow to it. I dig it. And the vocals remind me a lot of Parallels of Infinite Torture by Disgorge. They have a very ultra low, guttural kind of quality to it. You really can't understand what the vocalist is saying, but for what this kind of record is, I think it's sensational. It's a very deep, booming kind of guttural vocal. And the way the lyrics are said, the way the lyrics are structured out, it's really fantastic. I've said this before about brutal death metal, but when it comes to this genre style, I don't always expect lyrics to be about blood and guts and gore. I expect there to be some depth and intelligence, some kind of futuristic, almost human type of vibe to the lyrics, and that's what you get with Ascending to the Worms. Some very, very smart stuff. Don't be deceived. This is some really solid stuff. So overall, This is an incredible debut from a really good brutal death metal band. I definitely expect them to get better and better with time, and who knows? The future is looking incredibly bright for this band. So if I had to pick any favorite tracks, I would definitely have to say To Postulate, Unconditional, Perversions, Rending Shapes of Deformity, Dysfunction. The track echoes Deprivation of the Quintessential Source. Some really awesome stuff going on with that track. And the title track, some awesome stuff. I'm going to leave you some links in the description box to a couple of tracks off of this album off their YouTube channel, also to their store where you can purchase this direct from the band, help them out, get them to their next destination. Links will be in the description box to all the stuff. So I'm going to show you the album again. This is Ascending to the Worms by Euphoric Defilement. This is released on Unique Leader Records. Check this band out, and I'm going to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Really awesome debut. Support Euphoric Defilement. I'm going to conclude this review. Thanks all for watching. Thanks for checking out my channel. And until the next time, Armijo out.